You guys, so now welcome to part 2 of the Love Frequency podcast, where we turn pain into power. And what are we going to talk about now? Twin flames versus karmic relationships versus soulmates. So stay tuned. So I've been getting this question a lot, and honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all right now. I would say in 2009, something in me just started researching soulmates and researching twin flames. Don't ask me what inspired me to go researching this information. Just know that if you get a thought in your head, an idea, a lot of that could be coming from your higher self telling you, research, do that. It could be your intuition, it could be God, it could be that feeling, that spark inside of you that says, do this. So I started researching topics on what is a soulmate. I was much younger too, so why would I even want to research that? I wasn't really in a relationship, but this was before I had got into a relationship in 2009, so I wasn't in one yet. So I'm like, why am I researching soulmates and twin flames and karmic relationships? So once I started researching, that's when I started understanding that the relationship that I was currently in was a karmic relationship, but that person probably was a soulmate in a prior lifetime. What we were going through during that time was balancing out the karmic debt, balancing out whatever happened in a past life. And unfortunately, in this lifetime, it looked toxic. It looked like abuse. It looked like a lot of stuff going on. But that relationship taught me a lot about life. For example, had I not got into that relationship, it would have never brought me on a journey to want to help women that is going through domestic violence, because I went through it. So sometimes in life, you have to walk a certain path so that you can understand what's going on, because maybe your calling could be helping women, helping men, helping children, helping the elderly. So in order to really understand what you're being called to do, you have to go through the fire. And some people don't understand that. When I was in my 20s, that's when I realized, it just came to me, I'm going through this because one day I'm going to have to be the voice of reason to maybe start my own charity organization. So at the time in 2009 to 2013, I wanted to start an organization. Sometimes in life, certain things can take years to accumulate. You're getting in these relationships to build your character, build your resilience, build your whatever. And I know some of y'all may scratch your head like, girl, no. But I'm trying to tell you, the more you go on a spiritual journey to find yourself, the more you will realize you come into this life force for a mission. And a lot of people ask two things. Who's the love of my life? Oh, sorry, guys. Who's the love of my life? And what am I here to do? Some people may not think astrology or anything like that is a big deal, but I promise you, a lot of millionaires and a lot of billionaires research their birth chart because they want to know who they are on a soul level. If you research your birth chart, I promise you it's going to tell you there about money, children, family, health, wealth, who you're going to marry. It could potentially tell you challenges. And for me, that's where the Rahu and the Ketu card came into play as well. That's why I added them specifically in the deck, because Rahu and Ketu is Vedic astrology. Western astrology, they call it the North Node and the South Node. The North Node basically is telling you in this lifetime, North Node equals Rahu. It's telling you in this lifetime, this is what you're learning, because maybe in past lives, you were not able to complete that learning, complete that journey. And it's something in this lifetime that you want to continue. That's Rahu, that's North Node, that's what you come into this lifetime to do. And I know I said that I was going to upload the video for Rahu and Ketu, which is an hour long. I'm going to upload that. It's just me strictly talking. It's just me putting up the chart, so you guys can research it for yourself. Find out wherever your North Node and your South Node is in whatever house. Research that house, and that is what's going to tell you what it is that you were doing in your past life, what it is that in this lifetime you need to learn. Now, what does it have to do with twin flame, soulmates, karmic relationships? What are our biggest lessons in this lifetime? And how do we learn those lessons and grow? Through people. People can be children, family, relationships, animals. We're living this human experience to develop ourselves spiritually. So some people may pass on in another, to whatever next dimension, whatever next plane. All of that is growing their soul. It's helping them elevate. Relationships in this lifetime may seem like good, bad, toxic, whatever. I promise you it's teaching you something. And if people would just take accountability and say, let me reflect on this relationship. What did this relationship teach me? What do I want to learn the next time? What am I going to accept in a relationship? What am I going to let go? So when you start researching your birth chart too, it's going to tell you challenges. Rahu brings challenge. North Node brings challenge. You know why? Because challenges brings growth and elevation. If it was too easy, what else you got? What else you got to do in this lifetime? If it was that easy, we all got to have some type of conflict. We all got to have some type of heartbreak, grief, whatever is teaching us. Now, this is where twin flames, in my opinion, it took me 20 something years to get here. And as I said, I started researching it 20 something years ago. And I forgot all about it. Now, soulmates and karmic relationships, I was like, cool. I understood those. But twin flame, no. I don't know. Maybe I was like, I don't know, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I genuinely said that. I don't really not believe it, but now I'm starting to research it again now because I'm starting to believe it again. And it took God, the universe, my higher self, whatever, this long for me to plant the seed where I woke up one day, wow, it does exist. Some of y'all right now that hasn't been through a twin flame journey, you may say the same thing. Oh, it's not real, doesn't exist. There's no such thing as someone being, let's say, your other half of your soul. But these relationships are teaching us. So you come into this lifetime, let's say your best friend is your soulmate. I know who my soulmates are. I know who my karmic relationships are. And at the time, I didn't know I had a twin flame, but I was researching twin flames 2009. Now, as of 2025, which was only last year, let me dig up my archives on information I wrote down about when I started researching a long time ago. But so let me go in order. My best friends are my soulmates. My family members, my soulmates. Soulmates, they can be intimate relationships. They can be relationships with your family friends, with your children. They are a little bit more easier. They are understanding. They are a part of our soul family. So when you see them, people are like, yo, you look familiar. Yo, you look familiar. And it's so funny because when I met a lot of my best friends who are my soulmates, when I first laid eyes on them, I love you. You my best friend. Boom. I'm your best friend. And we've been best friends since we were kids. 9 years old, 7 years old. Very, very young. So very young, and your God gives you the answers to what you're looking for. Some of y'all try to look externally for the answers when God said, look, call, ask me, I'm within you. Where do you think prayer comes from? I'm praying and God give you the answer. God speaks to you. He speaks through you. He speaks through you through music, speaking, creativity. God is all around us, family, children. You just have to really tap into that energy. So that's how I know my soulmates. Literally, boom, my spirit said it. You're my soulmate. Now, karmic relationships for me have been a lot of my intimate relationships. They have literally taught me about myself. They taught me to grow. And unfortunately, it's been hard, meaning they have not been easy relationships. But for me, once I got out of those relationships, I changed. It has helped me spiritually grow a lot. So that was part of my soul contract. And then, of course, my soulmates, they were there for me. Even when my mother passed away, my soulmates were there for me because we're all going on this spiritual journey together. Smooth. I'm here for you, friend. Whatever you need. And some of y'all out there are married to your soulmates. Some of y'all out there are with your soulmates. I'm telling you my experience so that maybe if someone's watching this video, you can differentiate yourself between what's going on with you right now. Are you with your twin flame? Are you with your soulmate? Are you with the karmic? So this is what I'm getting to, guys. I came across something where someone gave me a different perspective on how someone could differentiate between karmic relationship and a twin flame. Because some people, there's different textbook knowledge out there where it says twin flame relationships are hard, they're difficult, they're complex. You got one person that's a runner, you got one person that's chasing. You have stories where, oh, my twin flame did this to me, they hurt me, and it's been 15, 20 years. Spiritually, the goal is not to chase anyone. The goal is not to wait around for anyone. The goal is to understand what's going on right now in this situation that's teaching me. Because what is life doing? Is teaching us. Whether your soulmate is teaching you, whether your karmic is teaching you, whether your twin flame is teaching you. So a long time ago, I had got that same reading. Twin flames are hard. You don't want a twin flame, da 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 da. But yeah, some of us be in these karmic relationships. Karmic relationships, some of them are not easy at all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we're gonna scratch soulmates out. Yeah, we're gonna scratch soulmates out because that's straightforward. It's easy, it's simple, it's peaceful, it's a soulmate. So if you're in that, you shouldn't, oh damn, can't scratch it out. So soulmates versus twin flame. Some people may say, well, how do I know I'm actually with my soulmate versus my twin flame? This is my theory, and this is why I'm able to speak on it, because what did I just say? I know who my soulmates are. I felt that energy, right? I know who karmic relationships are. I felt that energy, right? I never came across a twin flame, so I kind of gave up on that a long time ago. Once I read about it, I said, soulmates, karmic relationships, we'll leave it at that. Now, soulmate and your twin flame, once you guys have healed, can look similar, meaning your soulmate, y'all have similarities as far as the same understanding, right? I can call my best friend right now and be like, girl, da da da, and boom, they understand me. But have you ever felt like you say something, they finish your sentence? None of my soulmates really do that. We understand each other, we love each other, we vibe, things are good, we're on the same life mission, we're able to pick up the pieces and hold each other, but nothing is as intense and as powerful as the twin flame because that's more spiritual. And it's so funny because my twin flame best friend said that one of her friends she feels is her twin flame. Hey, nobody said twin flames or none of these situations had to be intimate. They are considered relationships. Nobody said they had to be intimate relationships now. But she feels that that person is more so her twin flame. Why did she say that? They look alike, they talk alike, they literally understand each other so much on a spiritual level, but only she can really speak for her because that's what she said. And honestly, as her soulmate, the outside looking in, I'm like, yeah, y'all look like y'all could be, twin flames. You know what I'm saying? But y'all best friends. So I saw it, and I met her. We all grew up together or whatever. So you know what? That definitely could be your twin flame. They look alike, they act alike. You know what I'm saying? It's so funny. But just imagine me. So not to get off track, so it can help y'all. We already know what a karmic. That's easy, simple. Karmic is exactly what it sounds like. Karmic relationship is toxic. It's very difficult. It's hard. You feel like you can't get out of it. You feel like you're going in a karmic loop. You break up. Y'all break up. Y'all get back together. You be like, oh my God, why can't I break the chains of this? It's karmic debt that needs to pay. I like, Lord, please just get me out of this relationship. Have y'all ever said that prayer where you like, Lord, please help me get out of this relationship, get out of this situation? That's karmic. It's hard, you know what I'm saying? And for me, I've had a lot of karmic relationships, so I can know and differentiate. Now, let's get into, this is the part that I read, right? And this person explained it so thoroughly where I'm like, maybe that person for me is my twin flame. But I don't know, because I don't know how that person is feeling. But there's a lot of different articles. I came across this podcast and this article that broke it down, and I'm gonna try to link it so maybe you guys can read it for yourself. And if it resonates with you, then cool. But for me, it definitely resonated with me. So that's why I wanted to get on here and let's break this down. So soulmate, easy. It's not to say that y'all not going to have certain similarities to twin flame, but the way this person broke it down was twin flames are so spiritual on a cellular God level. A lot of your spiritual gifts starts unlocking. With my soulmates, that did not happen. When I met this person who I think is my twin flame, So much stuff behind the scenes just started happening. I'm talking about, even though I've already had spiritual gifts, they got heightened once I awakened to this person that I think is mine twin flame. And I say I think because, of course, I'm in the separation phase, whatever that they call it. You know what I mean? I feel weird even talking about it, but I can't even believe I'm here with y'all. But I'm highly intuitive, and I'm already an intuitive person. And Kundalini awakening. I literally came across this article that explains and talks about your Kundalini awakening when you meet your twin flame, and there's nothing you can really do about it. I wasn't trying to unlock the Kundalini, but the funny thing is, I read about Kundalini, I would say, about 15, 20 years ago. That's when I really started researching a lot of my spiritual stuff to understand numerology. Why am I seeing certain signs? And that was one of them in 2011. When I had my first spiritual dream about numerology and what it means. So twin flames is spiritual. And this person said it as like, your twin flame's not intentionally trying to hurt you. It shouldn't be no toxic, nothing going on in a twin flame. It should be, you meet them. Maybe they say, hey, I cannot be in this relationship with you right now. That may have hurt your feelings, but they didn't physically abuse you yet. They didn't physically harm you yet. They just said, hey, I'm not able to be in this relationship. And all that really did, let's keep it real, is hurt your feelings. But where in that was that toxic? Where in that did they hurt you badly? How a karmic does. I've been through abuse. I've been through verbal abuse with karmic relationships. I've been through just so much that you guys can imagine. I've been through that with a lot of my karmic relationships. And when you read about it, that is a karmic relationship. You know it in and out. Now, twin flames, they unlock gifts. You start having deeper dreams, deeper visions. If you haven't tapped into your spiritual gifts, they just come out of nowhere, meeting your twin flame. You start doing stuff that you never done before. And I'm not saying a soulmate can't do that, but when you guys go through it, it's on a different level with a twin flame. All of my soulmates, speaking of my friends, because all of them mostly are my soulmates and family, they inspired me, but not to that level where it's like something inside of me said, oh, I need to get back into drawing. I need to get back into my creative side. I need to get back closer to God. I need to start praying more. I need to meditate more. I need to really start knowing who I am. What am I here to do? What am I being called to do? It doesn't say anything about pushing you towards anything negative. And that was the first time that someone broke it down that way with a twin flame, who they really are versus a soulmate. A twin flame is supposed to bring you closer to God, because bringing you closer to God is bringing you closer to your higher self, bringing you closer to your spiritual gifts, which you're here in this lifetime to do. And for me, when I started really thinking about my whole life, nobody in my life inspired me like this person did. I inspire myself besides my mom. My mom is part of my soul family as well. I believe in a past life, my mom was my child. So this lifetime, she's my mother. But she, I would say, is the closest person on this earth besides my sister, number two. So my sister, she's part of my soul family as well, because her and I grew up, we were two peas in a pod. But like, that's a friendship. My friendship, my sister, we understood each other. But I'm talking about from a spiritual perspective, the closest person was my mother. I could literally try to lie to her. She know, because mothers know. I think that's normal because they had you. So I think there's some type of spiritual link anyway between. So maybe there's a spiritual link between a mother and a child. But I could try to lie to my mother and be like, oh, girl, da-da. She was like, no. My mother could tell, but my mother was a spiritual person. So she could tell you about yourself. She could tell you, you try to lie, she'll tell you the real. Maybe that was partly because she was a very highly spiritual person herself. But I brought her up to say that now in this day and age, that's how I'm able to say maybe that person is my twin flame, because looking at all the people in my life, looking at my mother, looking at my soul family, looking at all my karmic relationships, that person is the only person that I could say that brought me closer to myself and closer to God than anybody. They make you want to be a better person. They make you want to, and it's not to say soulmates can't, but when y'all go through it, y'all know what I'm talking about. So don't be trying to say, well, my soulmate. No. When you go through, it's the difference. My friends, they inspire me too. But this is a different type of inspiration. You feel it. You feel it in your soul. Something is different with this. But that's how that person broke it down. I'm like, you know what? That's what made me think maybe this person is my twin flame because they brought me closer to myself in a positive way, regardless if we're in a separation. They made me, and I'm not saying made me by verbally telling me this, but because of our energy, I just did it. It's like our souls talk to each other and say, oh, you need to do this. And I'm like, you know what? I need to do this. I need to create my tarot deck. You know what I'm saying? I need to work out more, even though I've worked out for over 20 years now, but just making myself a better person, getting more closer to my calling. And I pray for them a lot more. I've never really prayed as hard as I did for somebody. And when I said pray, I'm not saying it, I've never prayed before. What I'm saying is that y'all know what I'm talking about. You got an ex and you be like, fuck that ex or forget that person, whatever, because they did something to you, right? With a twin flame, at least for me, I got rid of the ego. They're in a third party situation, whatever they're doing, but it didn't let me lose sight of myself. It didn't make me feel like I didn't have self-love for myself. I looked at this situation and I'm like, you know what? I wish them well. I pray for them. I hope they're happy. I hope that they get everything that they want out of life. Some people can't say that. They make it say that for a soulmate. They make it probably say that for a karmic relationship, because all of that is the ego. You want something that you can't have. That person rejected you. You have an ego. Some of my friends that I've talked to, even the people, because they were in karmic relationships and situations, and when I asked them, do you like this person? Do you love this person? Do you see yourself with them? Do you want to build with them? Do you would you help them through sickness and health? And I'm not trying to make this so deep like a marriage, but to me, that's what a twin flame does to you. It makes you look outside of yourself, strip yourself from your ego, wish them well, but it makes you work on yourself. So the person that broke it down, they said, you may want to reevaluate if what you're going through is a twin flame or a karmic relationship, because a twin flame should be bringing you closer to God in a positive way, not stressed out because they're in a separation or they bring you further apart from yourself. You should be elevating. You should be growing. You should become a better person. You should become positive. Just because that person isn't with you, why are you not doing what you need to do? Why are you not doing your spiritual gifts or your calling? And why are you waiting on this person to complete you when really it's teaching you how to complete yourself, how to love yourself, how to heal your wounds? Because the love that y'all have so much and so strongly together, your spirit make you want to do that. It make you want to be better, even though you probably thought you was doing good. No, when you meet a twin flame, I'm telling you all, when they broke it down that way, I'm damn, maybe this person is my twin flame. So that's why I love to bring up that question. You know what I'm saying? I love to bring up that question with my friends. That person said that they wasn't looking for a relationship. That person said they didn't want to be with you, right? Why are you crying about it? Why are you stressing yourself about it? If anything, I don't care who they are, soulmate, whatever you call them or want to call them, with that relationship was a positive one, it's bringing you more in alignment, not away from alignment. If being with this person is causing you to drink, stress out, lose your hair, talk down on people, be negative, not doing what you're supposed to do. And you know what I had told one of my friends is too, I said, you so focused on this relationship, which wasn't even a soulmate or a twin flame. You so focused on that you stopped doing your business. You stopped doing certain things that you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime. So regardless of what you want to label it, look what it's doing to you. Look what it's doing to your life. It's not motivating you. It's not inspiring you. And that goes for me too. Let's say I get rid of the twin flame topic. For a soulmate or a karmic relationship, you know what? I've had so many karmic relationships. The moment someone start acting toxic, all right, universe, I already know what type of relationship this is. Let me exit left. I'm not about to sit up here and entertain a karmic relationship anymore. I've been there. I've done that. I've seen it. And none of these relationships brought me closer to God. Now, a lot of things in my life, myself, brought me closer to my spirituality and God. But nobody has aligned that way where I'm so inspired to just make a difference. And what's that movie, Hancock, right? Now, you see how in Hancock, I believe that's a good example of what a twin flame is. But they couldn't be together because she said that us staying with each other is going to cause harm. It's going to bring us closer to our human form and we can die. Now, she got married to her soulmate, But as you can see, remember how in the movie they said that we all came in pairs of two and we were angels or whatever. She said whatever people wanted to call us. So they had a mission. They had an assignment from God. God created the twin flames to do something in the world. But she said a lot of them died. They didn't really touch base too much on that. I think they could have did a little better job on that, explaining that, because if y'all couldn't be together, how did y'all get that old and was together and didn't die? But then all of a sudden, at one point in time, if y'all stayed with each other, y'all died. And that part didn't make sense. But let's just hypothetically say that it was a different path in the movie. I think that's a great example. We're here, God created us in human form to love each other, but we lose a lot of our spiritual gifts. So I feel like in this lifetime, this is just my theory, when y'all come together in this lifetime, you start remembering your spiritual gifts. So I'm going to say the opposite of what that movie is. When y'all come together, certain stuff just be like, whoa, versus apart. That's how I'm putting it. Y'all got to watch that movie. It's called Hancock. And I think that's my theory on it. My theory is this. In the movie, it says that they can't be together because they would lose their godlike powers. In real life, I think when twin flames come together, their God powers get activated on a whole different level. That is the difference. Me personally, that's the difference between a twin flame, a soulmate, and karmic relationship. That's easy. That's just negativity. You don't need that. And not saying you won't have negativity in the other relationships, but let's see. Someone was messaging me. But twin flames is bringing out that God power in you that you guys were meant to be doing in this lifetime, whether that be healing the world, coming together for something, collaborating on something. This is all for the positive good of the world, of the universe, versus soulmates is just peaceful. We're together, we love each other, we get along, we understand each other, but they may not be able to finish my sentence. That doesn't make it a bad person, but trust and believe, you will know someone's your twin flame versus your soulmate versus your karmic. And to summarize it, that was the best way that someone put it towards me, is that when y'all come together, God power starts to be activated on a whole different level. And not to add this in here to start negativity, but someone in 2018 wrote me a letter and they said that I was their twin flame. And if they ever come across this video, everything that I just explained in the video, I'm telling you right now, and I told them then, we are not twin flames. First of all, this was someone who I went to school with in middle school. Now, at the very least, you would have thought this person would have been a soulmate, because soulmates just don't, some of them don't come in and out of your life. I didn't know this person. We never were friends. We never connected or anything. So in my 20s, this person just randomly found me on Facebook, and I'm thinking like, oh, my childhood friend. And they just obsessed over me, literally saying that I was their twin flame, that I was this and that. And I'm here to tell you that is not a twin flame, because there would have been some type of connection a long time ago in middle school. Even if it was on a soulmate level, we would have had some type of conversation. Boom, I went to class, left class, and then boom, years later, here you are. We are not twin flames, sweetheart. So you can watch this video all you want to. It's okay. Don't confuse obsession. And a lot of y'all confuse obsession. That's why I'm bringing this person up. A lot of y'all confuse obsession with a twin flame. And when I came across that article, that person broke down and they had a different perspective of a twin flame. That's when I'm like, I have to share my perspective, because I agree with what that person said. It should not allow you to sit up here and obsess in a negative way where you're losing sight of yourself. This person should be bringing you close to yourself, not away, not obsessing, not crying, not doing negative stuff. And so for me, I didn't do any of those things. I was hurt because this person we're in a separation phase. This person is in their situation. But guess what? It didn't allow me to do. It didn't make me do. Hate them, wish them bad, wish them negativity. It didn't make me stop loving myself. If anything, what did I just say? It brought me closer to myself. It made me more positive than what I already am. It made me more intuitive. It made me more want to do what I'm doing. Cool, they over there doing their thing. I wish them well. How many people y'all know could really look at somebody and love them and say, I wish you well. I wish you the best. I wish you nothing but peace and happiness. I wish you nothing but love, regardless if they hurt you or not. That is a spiritual resilience. That goes beyond space and time. That goes beyond love. That is unconditional. And that to me is what a twin flame is, because that's what I'm experiencing and experiencing. I don't know. And I say that to say because I've had other relationships where I did get jealous. I was upset. For example, when one of my karmic relationships ended in 2020, I questioned myself. I doubted myself. Why wasn't I good enough? This person literally left me for somebody else. What did I do? And looking back on that karmic relationship, not even a soulmate, it made me negative. You see what I'm saying? You see what I just explained to y'all? You see what I just said? I said it made me jealous of this person being in a relationship with somebody new. It made me question myself. I was depressed. It took me months to get back on my feet. I still continued to work out, but it didn't bring me closer to God. It didn't bring me closer to my gifts. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So whoever you feel like is out there in the world that you feel like is your twin flame, regardless of what they doing, whether y'all together or not, where is that leading you? Because the whole goal is still about you. It's still about your healing. It's still about your love. If you out here drinking and smoking and doing negative stuff, that ain't no twin flame. I'm going to stick to it. Now, y'all can believe whatever y'all want to, but I really like that theory on that person, how they explain it. No. If you got me out here obsessing, possessing over you, not doing my daily life, that's already starting off negative. So I had to break it down for y'all. And I know this video is long. Hopefully I didn't spin in circle. And maybe hopefully this helps y'all. And I'm still learning too. Because like I said, a long time ago, I gave up on the twin flame theory. And I only thought of, we got our soulmates and we have our karmic relationships. But when I met this person, it was just too much synchronicities, too much God was involved too. And I'm very clairvoyant, so I was experiencing a lot of heightened clairvoyant episodes. As mentioned, Kundalini awakening. I wasn't even trying, y'all, at all. And you all want to hear something funny about that? So let me tell y'all, I literally came home one day and I said, that's not real. Maybe I made it up, right? I said, twin flames aren't real. I made it up. Maybe this person is not, right? I went to sleep that night and had a spiritual episode of a Kundalini awakening. And if you guys have never experienced it, then you probably won't even know what I'm talking about. And it lasted an hour. So that's when it almost feels like heat and energy, and it kind of lights up your chakras and you feel like you got superpowers. What's that movie, The Last Dragon? In The Last Dragon, he had this fire and he just felt like he was God, right? That's how it felt. So I feel like that was a sign, and I may have to link the article that I came across 2 days ago. And it said a lot of twin flames activate your Kundalini without you even trying, because it speeds up and it heals your body. So the twin flames, they heal your body. So that was another confirmation, because I said, God, no, that's not real. I try to do so much stuff to weed myself off of this person, and the synchronicities just came like boom. One synchronicity, another synchronicity, checking my messages. And so I said that to say for you guys, hopefully you can tell me your experience. Are you with your soulmate? Are you in a karmic relationship? Have you met your twin flame? If you've met your twin flame, what are some things that you guys are currently experiencing? Because so far from what I've read, I've experienced some of that, but none of the toxic part of it. And that's when another person, as mentioned, explained, twin flames should not be bringing you away from your divine. It should not be bringing you away from who you are. And if it does, then maybe you may want to reevaluate what that really is. That's what do they call it? False twin flame. And literally, when I tried denying this person, it's a lie. No, boom, spiritual dream, Kundalini awakening. And I'm laughing at that to this day. I swear, y'all, when I woke up, I was laughing so hard. I can't believe this. Have y'all ever did that spiritual prayer where you ask God, if this person is the one, can you please get rid of them? Boom, they gone. It was one of those episodes. But it was like, boom, here it is, superpowers. I already know I've been talking, but maybe we can pick this conversation back up another time. And don't forget to check out the deck. I will be releasing the deck soon for pre-orders because this is June. And so for my birthday, June 23rd, is when I'm trying to release it, and I'm just waiting on the second order to come. This is fine, but it's just little stuff like I told y'all that I didn't like. Like this one example is flipped. I want it the other way. One of the cards didn't print right, but other than that, it printed fine. And then the booklet is just some blank pages where, okay, couldn't remove it. So I had to some of these pages a little bit so that they can kind of to the rest of the pages, because I didn't like that. It's just too much blank spaces. But other than that, just little pieces here and there, they needed to be fixed. So I'm rambling on and on, but yeah, I really enjoyed this topic, and I really had to talk about this topic because I literally just found out about it myself and learning about it, because I really kind of up on twin flames, and I still doubting it. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Yeah, I'm still kind of doubting it, but every time I try to doubt it, that's when it get closer and closer to God just show me. Yep, God just showed me. Okay, just sent me something. I need to go to the gym, so that's what I'm gonna do after this. But yeah, I'm gonna pray on it. I'm gonna keep praying on it, and then maybe hopefully one day this person could tell me, like, know what, during separation, this is what I was feeling about you. This is the, and then if so, that's gonna really confirm it. But we'll see, you guys. But in the meantime, what is it saying? Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your goals. Don't stop working out. Don't stop your business. Don't stop your life. If you're obsessing over someone, you got to ask yourself, is it obsession in a positive way or a good way? Obsession should never lead you away from who you are. I'm sorry, y'all. And I have to check a few friends. You obsessing over that person because they rejected you. Let's keep it real. You don't even want to marry this person. You have nothing in common really with this person. And then one of the friends, they felt like they met this girl that was a soulmate. And I said, look at me. We are soulmates. You see? We're friends. This person literally told you they want nothing to do with you. I don't think twin flames will hurt you to that caliber. And I'm not saying some of y'all not going on a different spiritual journey, because maybe that could be your twin. I don't know. But what I'm saying for me, with who I think is my twin flame, they wasn't mean to me. They didn't curse me out and say, you don't leave me to, you know what I'm saying? They didn't do none of that. That's kind of negative. Don't you think so? It's one thing to say, hey, you're a good person, but this isn't for me, versus being mean, abusive type. What did I just say? That's a karmic relationship. That's a karma. That's teaching you something in yourself that you need to grow, because you keep going in a karmic loop, not learning the lesson. So you can continue to get karmic relationships. Okay. Should not have to do that. They should run smoothly. I'm going to leave it at that. Until next time.